Welcome to Waters World from D.C. I'm Jesse Waters. Fake news media thought they had President Trump on the ropes in January. The administration was in chaos, leaks everywhere, and a so-called Russian scandal was brewing. Until the commander-in-chief called a press conference, stuffed the media in a locker, then flew down to Florida to spike the football, and then doubled down at CPAC.
We are fighting the fake news. It's fake, phony, fake. A few days ago, I called the fake news the enemy of the people, and they are. They have no sources. They just make them up when there are none. The dishonest media did not explain that I called the fake news the enemy of the people, the fake news. They dropped off the word fake, and all of a sudden, the story became the media is the enemy. They take the word fake out. So I'm not against the media. I'm not against the press. I don't mind bad stories if I deserve them. But I am only against the fake news media or press. They shouldn't be allowed to use sources unless they use somebody's name. Let their name be put out there. A source says that Donald Trump is a horrible, horrible human being. Let him say it to my face. I love the First Amendment. Nobody loves it better than me. But the First Amendment gives all of us, it gives it to me, it gives it to you, it gives it to all Americans, the right to speak our minds freely. It gives you the right and me the right to criticize fake news.
So this has thrown the press into a complete tailspin. Here's Mika Brzezinski of NBC News.
He's trying to undermine the media, trying to make up his own facts, and it could be that while unemployment and the economy worsens, he could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think, and that is our job.
Did you hear that? Mika just revealed how the press views the public. People incapable of forming their own opinions. Instead of the Fox News motto, "We report, you decide," the fake news media motto is, "We control what you think." That's because the media does not trust average Americans. If they did, they wouldn't have to lie. But once again, the media realized that fake news could not stop Donald Trump, so they kicked it up a notch. Fake quotes. Here is Urban Radio White House correspondent April Ryan.
Did he also visit slavery? And the reason why I'm asking this is because when he was candidate Trump, he said things like, you know, we made this country, meaning white America, not necessarily black. Did he gain?
Well, I don't know why you would say that. What do you mean?
No. He said that. I heard him say that.
Don't you think if Donald Trump actually said white America built this country, we all would have heard that before? That's because he didn't. Here's what he actually said.
We're people that have built this country and made this country great. And we're all together. And we want to get along with everybody.
So here you have the media straight up concocting fake racist Trump quotes. But it gets worse. Pundits, incapable of grasping Donald Trump's mass appeal, resort to lazy smears because it's the last card they have left to play.
When he said today, America first, it was not just the racial, I should say racial, the Hitlerian background to it, but it was the message.
When he says that the media is the, quote, enemy of the people, where he sounds more like Mussolini or Lenin, which obviously causes concern. That phrase right there makes him sound more like a dictator in training.
NBC News hitting the trifecta. Congratulations, guys. Hitler, Mussolini, Lenin. Pathetic. Trump's been in office a month. These dictators killed millions of people. The only thing Trump has killed are regulations. But death is front and center on the minds of many journalists, predicting President Trump will incite violence and even homicide.
I'm worried because somebody who's deranged is going to hear this kind of language and take action against a journalist, either at a rally or in some more private setting.
Somebody's going to get hurt. It's just a question of time, because just like in every other dynamic in life, if you take somebody who's got a legitimate reason to be upset in the first place and you pump them up and it starts to become a call to action, somebody's going to get hurt.
Now, the last time I checked, it was the Democrats causing violence after the election, Democrats rioting in Berkeley, and Black Lives Matter-inspired maniacs shooting police officers in Dallas. So now we've reached the boy who cried wolf stage. The left-wing media cannot maintain this hysterical pace for 4 years. They're destroying whatever little credibility they had left when Trump undertakes action that deserves legitimate criticism. Nobody is going to listen to them anymore. That's what's actually dangerous, not Trump's quips on the stump. Here's how White House Chief Strategist Steve Bannon assessed the situation.
Just like they were dead wrong on the chaos of the campaign, and just like they were dead wrong in the chaos of the transition, they are absolutely dead wrong about what's going on today. They're corporatist, globalist media that are adamantly opposed to an economic nationalist agenda like Donald Trump has. And as economic conditions get better, as more jobs get better, they're going to continue to fight.